Hey everyone, and welcome back to the show. Jenny, you won't believe what's been blowing up the internet lately.
Oh, I'm intrigued, Mark. Lay it on me. Is it another cat video, or did we finally make contact with aliens?
Laughs, times, not quite that exciting, but almost as unbelievable. There's this rumor going around that the internet's gonna shut down, like completely, on January 16th, 2025, no less.
Wait, what? Like, the whole internet? That sounds... well, a little far-fetched, don't you think?
Exactly. My thoughts exactly. But apparently, it's all over social media. People are saying that it was predicted on an episode of The Simpsons, of all things.
Hold up? The Simpsons? I love that show, but they're not exactly known for accurate future predictions. They're more, satirical.
Right? But here's the thing. Some influencers started sharing these edited clips, making it look like the show actually predicted a global internet outage, and it just went viral from there.
Okay, that's a bit scary. I mean, the power of social media to spread misinformation like that. It's kind of a big deal, isn't it?
Totally. And that's what I wanted to talk about today. I mean, this whole internet shutdown rumor is totally unfounded. But it really shows how quickly these things can get out of hand.
Yeah, it's like a digital game of telephone, remember that? Someone whispers something, and by the end, it's completely different.
Oh man, that's the perfect analogy. So basically what's happening is, these edited videos are taking things out of context, and people are believing them without checking the facts.
So what you're saying is, there's no actual evidence to support this whole internet shutdown thing?
None whatsoever. I dug into it, and there are multiple credible news sources, like India TV News and NDTV, that have debunked it completely.
That's a relief. But it makes you wonder, how many people actually fell for it?
Probably a lot, initially. I mean, think about it. The Simpsons has this weird reputation for predicting things, even though it's mostly just coincidence or satire. It's kind of like, when people say a broken clock is right twice a day?
Laughs. Yeah, I get it. So it's more about how we interpret things than any actual prediction, right?
Exactly. And social media just amplifies that, especially when it's something as attention-grabbing as the entire internet shutting down.
It's a bit like that time everyone thought the world was going to end in 2012 because of the Mayan calendar.
Oh yeah, I was just reading about that the other day. People love a good doomsday prediction, even if there's no real basis for it. It is wild how these things capture our imagination, right?
Totally. It taps into that part of us that loves a good story, even if it's a scary one. And with social media, those stories can spread faster than ever before.
This whole thing reminds me of that quote. I think it was from Mark Twain. A lie can travel halfway around the world while the truth is still putting on its shoes.
Wow, that's so relevant here. It really highlights the importance of fact-checking and critical thinking, especially in the digital age.
For sure. And that is where tools like Perplexity AI come in handy. Have you used it much, Jenny?
I've dabbled a bit. It's that AI tool that's supposed to give you really comprehensive answers to questions, right?
Yeah, that's the one. And it's pretty cool because it uses this advanced natural language processing. Sorry, I'm getting into the weeds here.
No, go on. I'm fascinated. How does it work?
Okay, so basically, it's like a super smart search engine that understands context. So if you ask it about this internet shutdown rumor, it won't just give you random links. It'll analyze information from all over the web and tell you that it's most likely false, based on credible sources.
That's actually really useful. It's like having a digital fact checker at your fingertips.
Right? And the founder, Alfie Marsh, he says that Perplexity AI is constantly crawling the web and indexing information so it's always up to date. I was watching this tutorial video on YouTube, and it just blew my mind.
I can see how that would be a game changer in situations like this, where misinformation is spreading like wildfire.
Totally. It's kind of like, in sci-fi movies when they have those advanced AI assistants that can instantly verify information? It's like a step towards that.
I love that. So it's like we're living in the future, but we still need to be careful about what we believe online.
Exactly. The tools are getting better, but critical thinking is still essential. We can't just blindly trust everything we see on the internet.
So what's the big takeaway here, Mark? Besides the fact that the internet probably isn't going to shut down on January 16th?
I guess it's that we all have a role to play in stopping the spread of misinformation. It's about being a bit more skeptical, checking our sources, and maybe using tools like Perplexity AI to help us sort fact from fiction.
Yeah, and maybe not relying on animated sitcoms for our news, as fun as that might be.
Laughs? Definitely. And hey, If the internet does somehow shut down, well, at least we'll have a good story to tell, right?
True. We can all gather around the digital campfire and reminisce about the good old days of cat videos and viral rumors.
All right, Jenny, I think we've cracked the case of the internet shutdown that wasn't. Thanks for another great conversation.
Anytime, Mark. Until next time, everyone, stay curious and don't believe everything you see on the internet.